Good afternoon. This is Victor Jimenez with Sewerline Check Professionals, and I'm here at 659 San Juan Avenue in Venice, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line for Eli Holzman. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drainline system to the public sewer. The building drainline system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping which is underneath or interior to the structure. Today's video examination is not focused on the building drainline system. So if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drainline system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drainline video examination can be set up through our office. Now, I've accessed the main sewer line today from a 4-inch two-way maintenance cleanout here in the backyard. Now, as is pretty typical with the sewer lines in Venice, the line runs from the main house. The guest house basically connects up to the line, which runs parallel to the guest house, and it heads out to an alley behind the main house and the guest house. So we've taken from this main sewer line cleanout, we push 81 feet towards the back structure and then out towards the connection point at City Sewer. And it's about 81 feet, and then we're going to be pulling back from that point and describing the characteristics and the conditions of the pipe as we're coming along. So pulling away from public sewer, we have a 6-inch vitrified clay sewer pipe. The vitrified clay is a very common material for main sewer lines. It has a long service life expectancy, however is more susceptible to damage during earthquake and seismic activity, and has a tendency to let in roots to the joint areas. Now here at 80 feet, so this is just a foot away from this connection point at City Sewer, we do have a break in the line. I've gone ahead and marked this out with some green marker paint in the alley behind the house, and it is located at a depth of 6 feet 3 inches. This section will need to get repaired. And pulling away from that, we're running in a slight diagonal path along the alley. We're still in that 6-inch vitrified clay. And now the pipe's running basically parallel to the guest house and is running towards this main house. Now, we're now entering a section of cast iron. Now, the cast iron is another common material for sewer lines. However, cast iron typically has a service life of about 70 to 80 years. And this line is basically showing the beginning signs of failure. It is still functioning. However, there is rust and scale buildup occurring. The bottom of the pipe has started to kind of flatten away, and you can see it started to kind of turn black from the rotting process. And it's pretty typical in a cast iron line to see this, especially one of this age. Now we have another short section of vitrified clay. It looks like a cleanout here for an access point for the main sewer line and that connection point. And then we go back into a section of cast iron. Now here's another sign of the beginning signs of failure. Root intrusions in a cast iron pipe typically are a result from the pipe running away to the point where the roots can then access it. So when we see this in a cast iron pipe, it is the beginning signs of failure stages. Now, initially when I pushed out here, it was my belief that this section of cast iron was actually part of the building drain system under this guest house, but in doing some more on-site investigation and some locating, I found that the line actually runs parallel to the house. It is not the building drain system, it is the main sewer line. It has a couple of connection points for that guest structure, and I will be commenting on that. Now this section of the cast iron is essentially the same condition that I commented that earlier section. It is functioning currently, but cast iron, like I said, typically has a service life of about 70 to 80 years, and so this is getting towards the end of its useful service life. Now the line pretty much runs parallel to the house, this guest house, and then makes a slight jog to basically back towards basically the center. It makes a jog to the left to basically line up with the back door here of this main house, and we're going to be coming upon that pretty soon. Access point there. Alright, now there is something of concern going on with this line, which is that the line is improperly sloped. And because of that improper slope, it's producing bellies in the cast iron pipe. There is a section of an ABS plastic, which is also here. And the concern on this in a cast iron pipe is that the cast iron, with the water going through it, has rust and scale buildup, and it tends to bring along the decay of the pipe with more rapidity, with a greater rapidity, I should say. And it basically just wears away at the pipe faster. And the thing with the cast iron pipe is that something of this, with it being around as long as it's had, it being towards the end of its useful service life, it's not a matter of if you will need to replace the pipe at some point in the future, it is a matter of when. And the fact that it is incorrectly sloped will only increase the speed at which the pipe is degenerating and decaying. So there's that section out there with 30 feet. There's just not enough. There's not enough slope. It's possible that the line, has shifted over time. It is possible that this cast iron is original to the structure, in which case it's possible that just over time the line has shifted and produced that, kind of belly in the pipe. Alright, now here's another section here. This is 12 feet away, and this is right before the connection point to this ABS plastic that we're going to be getting into, and not too serious of a misalignment there, but just another section which is, see here, that's 9 feet. Now the line's pretty much run along that back house, and now it's turning to connect up with this cleanout, which is adjacent to the back door. Alright, now the section that we're in right now is a modern ABS plastic. The ABS plastics are a very good material for made sewer lines. They have a long service life expectancy. They also have a very smooth inner surface, which is very efficient at washing out debris. And when installed properly, they are intended to be impervious to root intrusions. So we have a few more feet here of this line, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn around and show you where we access the line today. So here is our access point. Just clean out here. And the front house is right there. That is the back door. And there's another about 10 feet between here and there that we're going to take a look at. That is the guest house. The line runs towards that walkway and then out towards the public street. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around, and I'll show you this last section. It is a section of modern ABS plastic, and this section is in acceptable condition. Just a few more feet here, and then that's the point where it goes into the building drain system. Alright, and with that, I'm going to be wrapping up the video portion of the examination for today. Once again, this is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.